Good morning, friends. Good morning, nations, and good morning, the house of CCI. What a tremendous joy to be with each other every morning and share a thought on something that can just build up our hearts and build up our life. I'd like to just talk for a moment about sin. Sin is a very interesting word. If you've been a Christian, you've heard it many times. But sin is a state, and it's the state of humanity being separated from God. And what an interesting thought. The Bible says all have sinned, in the sense that all have been separated and all and fallen short of the glory, is what Romans 3:23 says. But what I'd like you to consider for a moment, in Greek, the word sin means not achieving the goal or falling short of the goal. And so what you and I want to begin to understand is that nobody is achieving the goal. What goal? Well, the goal the Father had was to have a great relationship with you. The goal that the Father had, that you and He would be one. The goal that the Father had was for you to have a blessing and a favor that rests over your life from the day that you start this until the day that it ends and for all eternity. The goal was for you to be able to participate in the life of God. And so what we begin to see is that what was it that has not been achieved? God wanted your hopes to be fulfilled. God wanted your life to go a direction to whether it would be where to be great, where to be wonderful, or like 3 John says, that you would prosper and have health. These were the things that the Father was thinking about, but all have sinned. Are you getting a hold of this? In other words, everything that the Father would have desired for you and I to have, the lifestyle, the relationship, the dimensions of favor, the blessing, the living beyond our abilities. These were the things that the Father was thinking. As you look at this supernatural dimension that's in Jesus, these were the things that the Father was thinking. But sin has kept those things from happening. What an interesting thought. And so one of the things that we want to begin to look at as you and I start talking in this series of thoughts is that sin is a state, and it is the state of keeping me from achieving. It's the state of keeping me from living the lifestyle. It's the state of being the way God would love for me to be, and for me to have what He would love for me to have, and for me to be able to do what He would love for me to do. What an interesting thought. That is what, at least a one way to look at sin. And so as we kind of start this series, I'd like for you to think about that. And what would be interesting is to, if you could get rid of that state, well, then what would happen? And that's what we want to begin to talk about in this series. So bless you today, and what a joy to be with you. And we'll look forward to continue to speak about these things in the coming days. Hey, take advantage of the CCI app. This has got a segment of English because every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock service, the message is in English. And obviously the Good Morning series is in English. And there's several of our apostolic team members and friends of our house who are ministering in English and are on the CCI app as well. So take advantage of that. And many of the courses in CCI University are also in English. So we would just encourage you to take advantage of that as we run down this road together. Bless you. Hope to see you soon.